Kevin, as you've played with the new rules, not
Yeah.
only here but in the minor leagues, I was just going over it. We're playing at a pace of where the game was in 1984.
Wow.
Think about
Yeah.
how
It's
fast
faster.
that is.
It's for sure faster, yeah.
And what's that like? I mean, so you've played by both set of rules. You played with no timer. You've played with timer. How do you like it?
I mean, it's nice because you can get home and have some dinner with your family afterwards and see them a lot, right? But getting used to the game flow and just kind of how you would slow the game down, on your own personal level, whether it's a pitcher or hitter, has been different. Just learning how much time you have. You don't want to get in the box too early because then the pitcher can hold the ball for 8 seconds and you're just kind of standing there. You don't want to get in too late because you get balled or striked. So same with the pitchers, though. They're trying to figure it out. They can't really go through their mental process of what pitch they want to throw, reading swings, reading what they're trying to do offensively. So just doing all that stuff, it speeds it all up. And you have, what you used to have 30 seconds to figure out, what the sequence is or what you want to look for next pitch or what the pitcher wants to throw. Now it's like 4 or 5 seconds, and you're relying a lot on catchers and scouting reports. So it'll be interesting to see how it develops and how it kind of comes through the rest of the season.
We told you in spring training you're going to be a big part of this team.
Yeah,
I know you're disappointed to not make it. We were all, everybody watching and listening, we were all disappointed you didn't make it. We're happy as heck you're back.
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, to get back here with the guys and to get a win in Baltimore and to come back home and hopefully have 2 great series here before we head to Texas. It's time to get the season rolling, and the guys are gelling. The team's in a good spot. We're excited for the future, and we're excited to get going and make this a great season.
Things flipped for you last month of last season, spring training, start of this year. What was the biggest change? Was it mental or was it physical?
Just coming over, getting traded for the first time, having it be your first year in the big leagues. I mean, that first time up and getting used to everything and trying to feel comfortable being with a new team. I've talked to 5 or 10 other guys around the league that did the same thing that I did that are now, all-stars or getting contracts and stuff. And they're like, everyone goes through it. It's kind of like there's maybe 4 or 5 guys a generation that come up and just instantly get it and they click and they're on full cylinder. But for the rest of the guys, it's transition and it's trying to get as comfortable as possible and just work through these periods where you're learning a lot. You're learning a lot about yourself, about the team, about the game. And so the more that you can stay positive and the more that you can just go out there every night and try to learn from, whatever mistakes might happen, whatever losses come with it, those guys take it. And then they say the more that you can just take that and work with it and get better, the better you're going to be in 5-10 years.
When I first interviewed you at spring training last year, I'll never forget this. When you were in Little League, the All-Star team was green and yellow.
It was, yes.
And these colors, green and gold, have always meant something to you.
Yeah, I mean, when I was, 8 years old, I was on the athletics in Little League. And then, we worked every summer to get on that all-star team and to go to states. So, put on the green and gold when I was 10 meant something, and it means something now. So it's cool to kind of see it go full circle. I know, everyone back in my hometown, the green and gold has always been 2 big colors. It's just crazy how life works sometimes, and it comes full circle.
I mean, seriously.
It's nuts.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Shortstop, third base. I know you came up a shortstop. You played a lot of third. What do you think you're better at? What are you happier playing?
I mean, I probably have 10,000 more innings at shortstop than I do at third base. So, just naturally and instinct-wise and knowing where I'm supposed to be, shortstop, is a place where I can kind of do it in my sleep and I feel comfortable, and I've done that since I was 8 years old. Learning third base last year in the big leagues. It was fun, man. There's a lot of different plays that you have to make, different routes you have to take the balls, different throws you have to make at third. So that's all fun to learn. But like I said, when you're in the big leagues and you're trying to win and you're still kind of learning a position, it can be tough. You don't want to be that guy that's in the wrong spot and you're learning stuff as the game's going. You want to be the guy that can make big plays for your team and help pitchers out. So, at short, having, like I said, like 10,000 innings at short and knowing that in my sleep makes me feel more comfortable just being able to make great plays for our pitchers and have their backs when they need to be. But like I said, knowing how to play third, knowing how to play second, practicing that pregame and early work, I feel like that can be a big thing to my game as well.
Let's end on this. I know you couldn't hear me when I was yelling at the television. Just be patient. Just be patient, because I know when you get called up, you want to do too much. You want to prove. You want to prove everything in the first at bat and every at bat.
Yeah.
And it's just not how our game works. How much do you have to say to yourself, okay, I'm back.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to hit a home run every AB. I don't have to impress. Just how can you tell yourself, be patient, man? You're all right.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the $10 million question right there, is how to do that as quick as possible. Obviously, when you get called up, you're excited. You know, you want to, like you said, you want to show out. You want to show the work you've been putting in. The more you can just stay in your routine and what you do, and for how long you can do that, the better you're going to be. I mean, once you start pushing, like you said, but it's tough, man, when the game's on the line and you're up there and you have the opportunity to make the difference, man, you want that more than anything. So way easier said than done. But the best players can put that behind them and stay with their routine and stay with their plan. And I think that's what, I talked to Shea about that. I talked to Ruiz about that. No, we have so many guys that are in that position, and they all want to come through big for the team. They all want to help us win. Which I think is exactly where we want to be. We just have to, be comfortable with trusting our teammates and knowing that everyone on the field is feeling the exact same thing. It's just who can put that behind them and be the most patient and kind of stick with their approach the best. And, those are the teams that win games.
I can tell you what, a lot of people in the post-game show, they were asking, when's he coming back? When's he coming back?
Yeah.
That's got to feel good, knowing
sure.
that the fan base has been watching. They watched how you turned it around last year at the end of the year in Las Vegas. They watched your spring training. Just know that the A's fans, green and gold fans out there, they're happy you're back.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that, guys. And on social media and stuff, I'm always getting messages of guys reaching out, and that means the world to players. That's kind of what you do it for. Obviously, you do it for your family, and you want to make them proud. But at the end of the day, man, you're playing for the fans, and you want to do good, and you want to win games, and you want to win championships. So that's really all you can hope for and what you wish for. And now, it's just our time to go out there and win some games and show them the love back.
Well, we appreciate the time. Welcome to the Treehouse.
Yeah, it's great up here. It's awesome up here.
Well, too bad I can't buy you a drink.
I know.
You got a game to play.
Not the best time.
Yeah,
the best time.
Maybe someday we'll get you up here and we'll get you a few.
post game up here. A little post game action.